Candela. What's happening, Miami? What's happening? Thank you for tuning in to Radio Red Pill. This is Red Pill Rolly coming to you live from the Radio Red Pill headquarters. And it's a happy Thanksgiving week to everybody. We are going to jump right into this week because today's episode is a special episode. We're going to talk about a few things before we release and let everybody go for the Thanksgiving week. We're going to jump right into this whole Sydney Powell situation. So politically, there's too much going on. We already talked about in episode 4 how we need a smoking gun. I don't see that smoking gun anywhere, and things are getting a little bit more confusing. So I'm going to tell you what's happened and let you guys make your own decisions. Sydney Powell is the attorney who represented Michael Flynn. So she was, keyword there, was on Trump's team, but she is no longer. She came out on Sunday and made some pretty harsh statements. Okay, these are accusations about a few people, and honestly, they seemed a little bit harsh to me. But she came out and said that the governor and the Secretary of State of Georgia are corrupt. She elaborated on that, saying that maybe when the $100 million contract was given to Dominion by the state of Georgia, there were some strange financial transactions, let's say, that went on. And, with them particularly, I think that's pretty harsh if you don't have the goods. Like if you don't have the information, you don't have the evidence, that's a tough accusation. Right after that, she talked about Bernie Sanders and how he got scammed by Dominion and Hillary in 2006. But then she elaborated and said not only did he get scammed, but he knew he got scammed. He knew it. He knew it was rigged, and he did absolutely nothing about it. Actually, she even said he took a payoff and bought himself a house, and then, that made him keep his mouth shut. Listen. Whew. Whoa. Like, can you guys say slander? I mean, either Sydney Powell has the blood of the Incredible Hulk running through her veins, or she has lost her freaking mind. Okay, guys, like, you can't just go out there and tell the governor and the Secretary of State on national TV on some syndicated show that they are corrupt and that you have evidence, or at least you're accusing them of being completely corrupt without having any evidence. Like, as bad as I may want it to be true that there's some craziness going on and somebody's going to actually wrap their heads around this and show it to the American public, and we're actually going to figure out what's going on. Does she have the goods? Does she have irrefutable proof that she's hiding? Or is she bluffing? I don't know. Look, as far as I'm concerned, she better sleep with one eye open, because at this point, Hillary has her number. If she's telling the truth, well, hell, she better sleep with both eyes open then. Forget about sleep. She better call Pedrito Periquero and go pick up an 8-ball and some Red Bull, buddy, because the second that you close your eyes, you may never open them again if you're telling the truth. So I don't know which one is worse for her. She's either lying or telling the truth. I don't know. But I tell you what, when I heard her say that, I really hope she does have the goods, because it's going to get pretty complicated here and pretty soon. So right after she made this accusation, the Trump team released a statement. And this is what it said. It said, Sydney Powell is practicing law on her own. Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, and campaign lawyer, Jenny Ellis, also said in a statement, she's not a member of the Trump legal team. She is also not a lawyer for the president in his personal capacity. So basically, they created some separation, or they fired her, or however you want to look at it. I know she came out and she said that she agrees that she's not working or she's not part of the Trump team, that she's doing it on her own. So I have two theories here. Either one, she's being fired for these recent claims, right? And of course, the left is already claiming that conspiracy theories, and they fired her because she has a bunch of baseless claims. They jumped right on that bandwagon. That's expected, right? So she's either being fired for her recent claims and she has no evidence, and that's it. The Trump team feels like they can't be substantiated and they need to create some distance here. That's a possible and probably highly probable reason for all this. However, what about if she's being released so that she can be free from the Trump campaign and whatever legal restrictions or ethical restrictions working for him entail, and then now she can pursue criminal charges or anything else, pursue it much stronger on a personal note because she's not tied to the Trump campaign. So now it's not going to be looked at as if she's working for Trump. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have done that before. So now maybe she's like a rogue agent who isn't really a rogue, you know. You just kind of release the shackles so that she could go out there and kick somebody's ass. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So it's looking more and more to me like Biden is going to be driving this boat for a bit. Well, at least in between naps and changing his diapers, but driving nonetheless. And until they invoke the 25th Amendment or he retires or Kamala Harris just takes the wheel from him, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a real interesting 4 years, okay? So we're going to see what's going to happen there, but I don't have a good feeling about anything that's going on right now. I don't think it's going to get overturned. Again, I hope I'm wrong. It just looks a little weird. So let's see what happens. So another thing that happened that was interesting that I want to talk to you about is Rush Limbaugh got a call from some guy, and he was, I don't remember where he was from, but he was pretty emotional. He cried. I don't know if you've heard the call, but he just couldn't, I guess, emotionally put into words what he was feeling about everything that's going on. The guy had gone to the Trump rally. He saw everything going on, and he was pretty upset. He made a great point that, when the Democrats had their rallies and when there was the Black Lives Matter movement and all that, the Democrat leadership was actually out there. They were out there walking hand in hand with the people. And then when the MAGA rally happened, there was no leadership. There was no Republicans to be found. Nobody was there. Everybody was gone, and it was just the people. And of course, it's fine, to we the people, but it kind of sucks that there was no Republican leadership. So this guy got emotional, started to cry. Obviously, he was hurt, and you could hear it in his voice that the guy's a patriot, and this is bothering him. And, he even mentioned that, he would die for his beliefs and he would die for his president because Donald Trump had done a lot for whatever his beliefs were. So this morning, oh my God, the media was like all over it. Immediately, every single channel was talking about this guy. All Trump supporters are a cult, and this is part of a cult. And the word was cult. This morning, every media guy was saying that everything was cult. And, it's all about cultists and cultists crying, and you could see the emotion, and it was a cult and this and that. Well, I guess these people forgot about the hissy fits and all the temper tantrums and all the rivers of liberal tears that flowed when Hillary lost in 2006. All the women pulling their hair out and crying hysterically and throwing things. That was just emotion, guys. These are sane people. They're just going through because, of course, Trump winning, that's just something that's just difficult. You just can't deal with that. But this guy showing emotion or empathy or just feeling bad because, maybe he's a patriot and some of the things that he believes in are going down the drain. This guy's in a cult, and that's the end of that, So I don't know. I find that crazy. I don't like how the media and everybody in the media and all the stars, Hollywood. Edward Norton put out a quote that was horrible. Also, I'm tired of it. Like, they're shaming us. Anybody that loves this country, shame and contempt. That is the main weapon of the left. They shame you. They view you in contempt. They make you feel bad. Remember this. No one should feel ashamed of something virtuous. And it is virtuous. It is righteous to love your country and to honor it. It is virtuous to respect the lives of unborn children, to respect the lives of all people, regardless of race. Don't make race an issue. Respect the lives of all people. Police officers included. Police officers are people, okay? Like, what is wrong with the left? Okay, it's virtuous to be a goddamn American because this is America. This is America. The one that the left keeps telling you is broken, well, that America sacrificed 620,000 people in the Civil War fighting for the rights of all Americans, okay, of all the people who live on the soil. That America sacrificed 405,000 people in World War II fighting real fascism in this world, okay, tyranny that forced good people to do the will of the government. Okay, the government, the way that the government today is being wielded to lock you in your homes and take away the very choice that you have, including for this upcoming holiday with your loved ones. They're canceling Thanksgiving, to be with your family. What is that? Okay, this America has donated more money and more medicine and more research, offered up more opportunities to people of all races than any other country in the modern or ancient world. Don't be ashamed to love America. Don't let them shame you, okay? That is what they force you to feel. And that is precisely why there's a divide between us. If you have principles and you do not stand and fight for them when they're attacked, then you have no principles. If you truly believe in something, then you fight for it when it's attacked, regardless of the consequences. And in the beautiful words of Martin Luther King Jr., a man who has nothing he is willing to die for has nothing worth living for. You either rise up for your beliefs or you happily accept the consequences of your reticence. That is the law of the world. Or as Winston Churchill once said, never give in, except to convictions of honor and good sense. Don't be ashamed of anything virtuous, patriots. So as we head into Thanksgiving, let us not forget the reason that we get together, the reason why this is a holiday. It's not about turkey and corn and gravy, although all that stuff is making me a little hungry right now. But that's not why we get together, okay? It's about slowing things down a little bit, sharing some laughs, some time, maybe a glass of wine with your family. COVID is out there, okay? It's out there. But there are a million other things that have much worse consequences. There's a million other things that have higher death ratios than 99.93%, for the love of God. So if you're not sick and you're a healthy person, don't stop living life. If you have someone in your family who's high risk, take some precautions. Don't sit too close to them. Make sure they're wearing a mask. Make sure you're wearing a mask around them. But come on. Don't stop living life. If you can't sit down and have a nice dinner and some laughs with your family, the people that you love, how are you going to remember what it is that makes you human? It's not the government. It's not the laws. It's not rules. It's love. Go love one another. Pray with each other. Give grandma a hug. Forget about Biden and Trump and all that crap. They don't know who the hell you are anyway, right? Go play golf with dad. Go hold mom's hand. Remind her that you love her. Go grab your sister and say, hey, sis, I love you. I'm proud of you. That's the stuff that makes this holiday season important. Okay, this is what you do in Thanksgiving because that's virtuous. And to hell with this virus with a 99% survival rate, man. I've jumped out of perfectly good airplanes with a parachute that was probably packed by some Marine with a hangover. And here I am, right here, and I took the risk and that was my choice. And that's what I did. Okay, so let's go and enjoy ourselves and enjoy this American holiday with all the people that we love. So, talking about those people, remember, I want to say, again, shout out to all the first responders. Let's remember the first responders. A lot of them are working on holidays, and we get to enjoy our dinner, and we get to enjoy our time with our family because they're out there working on the streets, keeping us safe, in the ambulances, taking us to hospitals, in the hospitals, receiving the people that are injured. A lot of people are out there making sure that we're safe and we get to enjoy a high quality of life. We need to remember them. So Radio Red Pill remembers you. And in the military, same thing. If you're overseas, gosh, if you're overseas and listening to me, I'm honored. I love you all. Okay, Semper Fi to all of you. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, all of them. You guys we're all brothers and sisters. We're all under the banner of the red, white, and blue. Okay, so remember, you can contact me anytime you want, Roly, R-O-L-Y, at radioredpill.com. Send me a request. Tell me how sexy my voice is. I don't care. It's all good to me. Shoot me an email. Say what's up. If you're overseas, definitely send me one. And I just want to thank you guys for listening. We'll be back after Thanksgiving. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming. So enjoy your Thanksgiving with your family. And as always, Layla.